Welcome back to Awful Movie Reviews.
You're not welcome in my house. Go away now. Go, go, go.
When you hear about the story, Bride of the Monster sounds just like another 1950s B-movie. A mad scientist attempts to create a race of atomic supermen in order to conquer the world. That's until you see this. And that's when you know that you're in for a ride. So let me get one thing out of the way. Bride of the Monster is Ed Wood's best made film, in my opinion, but that's setting the bar quite low though. It still has all of the Ed Wood movie tropes. The dialogue is atrocious.
You've got the whole town in a panic.
I didn't hear you.
I
know what you said, but I didn't hear you.
If you look closely enough, you can see that the set just moved. There's an overuse of stock footage here, including a scene where the main character is attacked by an alligator, which clearly isn't in the same movie. We also get a rubber snake which turns into stock footage all of a sudden. And the mad scientist also has a killer octopus. The only problem is that the rubber prop did not contain any motor, so the actors had to actually wrap themselves around the tentacles to make it look like they were being attacked. We get absolutely incompetent detectives on the case. For instance, the main character finds the abandoned car of his soon-to-be wife, and they come to the conclusion that...
Yeah, there's not a trace of her.
Well, maybe after the accident she found her way down the road and then back into town.
I've got to be sure.
Look, there's a coffee joint about 10 miles back. Let's go and check.
No. They went to get a cup of coffee back in town while the woman was in grave danger. It's all of these bloopers that make this movie so memorable. It's not quite as horribly made as Plan 9 from Outer Space, but it isn't that far either. You may recognize a couple faces in this movie, the Mad Doctor being played by none other than Bela Lugosi. This would be his last speaking role, and honestly, given the circumstances, he doesn't do a bad job, and his lab assistant is played by Tor Johnson. If you're a true Ed Wood connoisseur, you'd know him from his iconic role as the Ghoul in Plan 9. He also played in The Unearthly, a terrible film that I previously reviewed, and you should go check it out. Although Bela's character seems to be convinced and happy that his experiments will enable him to take over the world, he just keeps failing every time. Maybe it's because he transmits nuclear energy through a silver bowl that you can find in your kitchen. Another big issue with this cheese fest was the ending. The Mad Doctor gets a taste of his own medicine, and therefore is turned into an atomic Superman. It's pretty convenient for the flick that all of a sudden his experiment worked. It's a stunt double that plays the Superman, and so to make him look taller, they made him wear platform shoes, but I don't think that they were actually supposed to be seen. Anyways, but for an atomic monster, this is literally one of the wimpiest and most ridiculous fights I've ever seen. When the whole police crew is shooting at him, he doesn't do anything apart from grimacing at the camera and running around. And then the atomic super monster gets defeated by an inanimate rubber octopus before lightning strikes and a stock footage atom bomb seals the whole deal, leaving everyone else untouched.
He tampered in God's domain.
Yeah, whatever that means. Overall, this is classic Ed Wood nonsense. One of those movies that just cannot be taken seriously. It's a bad movie, but keep in mind, this is far from the worst movie I've ever seen. What an awful movie.